Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. As
We
always,
back.
29-year-old piece of gold, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief, aka the voice that get 'em moist, the people's choice, the man with the voice. And with me, as
The
always,
voice
I got
that
the
gets
fives in
the
the room,
most
Mr. 1, 2, 3.
splash.
Pin that ass down, Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes, aka Smooth as Baby Butter. What's going on, brother?
Yo, man. Oh man, you know what, bro? When you know what, you gotta have a splash sound for that, man. When you the voice that gets the
Oh no,
moist.
don't worry, don't worry.
Splash.
Hey, good old franchise here can make that happen.
you gonna need some water sounds, man, when you make that intro, bro. Oh shit.
Add a little drippage to the show.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Some oh shit, man. All right. Yo, man, what's good, man? What's good with the people, man? We told y'all we'd be right back, man, for that AEW, man. The part 2 of the
Yes,
Friday
sir.
night block party, man. Like I said, man, we gotta get back on our game because we got so much wrestling to talk about. But we gonna talk things about this Rampage that we got, man. We got the
Yeah.
Acclaim defending those
What up, Leo?
AEW World Tag Team Championships. Your boys is back, baby. What's good, man? They in Jacksonville. I know you live. I know we there. The correspondent is in the house. I
Yeah.
just knew. I'm like, oh, if it's in Jacksonville, I know who's in the building. There's one
Yes,
person
sir.
I know for sure. Him and little bro is definitely there. So what's up to y'all? But we got the Acclaim defending those tag team championships against Tony Nese and Woods. And of course, this is the titles for trademarks. Of course, the claim came out. Of course, that boy Caster, he was on one tonight, boy. Woo, boy,
Of
he
course,
hit.
of course, of
Boy,
course.
boy, he had. He got a Kanye. He got a Kanye disc in there. He got a couple other discs in there. But hey, man, the Acclaim, man. It is more than evident, man. And this is the
Yeah.
reason why. Um, this is the main reason why. It's like this is how when this is the one thing I love about watching, people come in and get a bigger name because these guys they weren't even getting booed when they were coming out. Like
Yeah.
you gotta think about it,
Yeah.
like, man, they weren't even
Yeah.
getting booed when they were coming
Yeah.
out. And in this business, you either get cheered or you get booed, and they weren't even getting that. But
Right.
and mostly sometimes when a gimmick really doesn't work for a team or a person, Tony has them go, come back, kind of reinvent themselves and come back and do something different. But the
Right.
Acclaim, they
Right. Right.
stuck with it, and this is where I get on Private Party.
Yeah.
Y'all were here on day one. These
Day
guys
one.
came in year two, and
Fact.
they've already surpassed you and are champions. They've been in
Yeah.
this company less
Yeah.
time than you and are champions, and that's why it's like, man, I gotta give the Acclaim their due, man. But even though it's Jacksonville, and Jacksonville will always show that love, but you really saw that love for the Acclaim when they came out, man. They got to beat. They won the match. They got their trademark. It's official. It's theirs. No one's gonna have to mess with it again. It was a nice little one-off thing between them and Tony Nese and Mark Sterling and all that. But
Right.
bro, what did
Right.
you think of the match?
First of all, man, go ahead, bust out them good old GOW scissors. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. So with that being said, man, hey, look, the Acclaimed. You talk about that claim to being over. You talking about that claim getting a reaction. You talking about that claim to improving. You talking about that claim, putting some respect on that claim's name, which we have done, which I have done specifically. I've given Max Caster his title of, true MC, not speaker over beast anymore. So from me to
Mm-hmm.
you, brother, it's all love. I've even adopted the scissor me lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
with that being said, all things considered, dude, they have for me personally, I don't know about you, I don't know about anybody else, but for me personally, they have become one of my most anticipated parts of the show. Like, I look for the Acclaim now, whether it's on Dynamite or Rampage or whatever. Like, first they used to come out doing a little rap gimmick or whatever. I'm like, I was indifferent. I more so didn't like it than cared for it. But now it's like, okay, as soon as I hear that music, that got a little horn and shit.
It's like,
I
oh
get
shit.
it.
It's like it's I like the Acclaim. I feel like the Acclaim are like you. It's like, man, it's like, oh shit. What are they gonna say this week? What are they gonna say
Yeah.
tonight? It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, what the hell? It's like, oh damn, man. Like what's about to be said tonight? Are we gonna get canceled
Right.
tonight or not? It's like that's how I feel about the Acclaim. It's like I like you that anticipation. I
Yeah.
anticipate the shenanigans and the foolery, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, how we gonna navigate through this? And no, and like you, it's like, bruh, like, dude, what do we call Mass Caster? I said he was a ripoff. He was a Dollar General version of John Cena. Like, bruh, we
Yeah.
was dogging these dudes, man. We were
Yeah.
we were giving them no love whatsoever. And now it's like, but the only reason they're not getting the love because of their gimmick. They're getting the love because of their in-ring work. We watch these
Right. Right.
guys put on matches and show how good they really were and get better each time.
Yeah.
Uh, every time they got in the ring, regardless if it was a tag team match or if it was a singles match, and they both had singles matches with good people, with stars, Brian Danielson, Moxley, others,
Yeah.
and held their own. So it wasn't just the gimmick that got over. It wasn't just the scissor me and all of that. It was actually their in ring that really made us really pay attention to them. And the more and the crowd even started noticing because the people was like,
Right.
man, oh, they wrestling, oh, they gonna wrestle this person, oh, this should be a good match. Even if you knew who was gonna win, you at least
Right.
knew, you know what, damn, you know what, they fighting them, okay, this
Yeah.
might be a good match, and you know what, I want to see that. So that's what's got that a love for the Acclaim. And I know we kind of went in on that one, but
Hey man.
we hanging
Hey,
out with the
do you
people.
hear
It's the
me?
Friday night block party. We hanging out with the people.
Do you know what I said when that claim came out?
What's that?
Shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timbers. You stupid. Uh-oh, man. Look like 10 and Roosh's kind of looking eye to eye as Orange Cassidy picked up the victory in this
Yes,
trios
sir.
match
Yes,
there for
sir.
the admitted name championship, man. But let's keep pushing, man. Hey, look, so I wasn't writing stuff down at first, which I was drinking. Don't mind me, but I remember some of it. We got Death Triangle, at least two-thirds
Hmm.
of it. We got Ortiz.
Yeah.
We got Eddie Kingston in the back, and apparently they wanted to try to have a little bit of an intervention with Eddie Kingston. And in the middle of that intervention, of course, Pat got to be Pat. He got to be the bastard that he is, and he got to talk his shit. And of course, that set Eddie Kingston off. And then, of course, Death Triangle, they got to roll with their boy because that's their boy. That's Pac. That's just how he rolls. They the trios champion. It is what it is. But
Right.
obviously, there might be something there, a brewing in the mist. We're gonna have to wait to see because it's been a minute since we've seen Eddie since the shenanigans of him and Sammy Guevara and their backstage issues. Because of
Yeah.
course
Yeah.
Sammy's getting into it with everybody. But of course, man, next up, man, we got Hook going up against I forgot the guy's name, but I know he's with the Mythbusters. Uh the what's the name?
If I'm not mistaken, I think Ari Davari.
Yeah, Ari Davari. Yeah, it was Ari Davari. Hook won. I don't know. Man, it's like the more I watch Hook, the more I hate the way he just moves in the ring. It's like, bro, I hate his little when he's trying to punch people. It's like, dude, you look. It looks so. I don't know, man. It just don't look right. I just watching the Hook. I don't know if I'm just paying attention too much or I don't know what it is, man. But
No,
I it's
not a wrestling podcast are paying too much attention. No,
right, right.
not you doing your job, sir. how how dare you point out the obvious? We just get on here and
My
waste our
bad.
breath.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did I did I break down the wall? My bad. I'm sorry. Let me go back into the universe. Uh, flashy light. All right, you don't remember me saying none of that. Yeah, man. So yeah, Hook just looked a little off tonight. Yeah, I'll go there. No, man,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but I don't know what it is, man. It's just not hitting for me, man. What are your thoughts, man?
I mean, yeah, yeah. Uh, to me, the mystique of Hook has worn off. when he first debuted, it was cool. It was cool. The hype, the entrance,
Right.
everything was right. And he was being positioned and primed as the next big thing in AEW, which is cool.
Yeah.
And I understand it's professional wrestling. And, you know, it's scripted to a degree. At least the wins and losses part of it. But yeah, man, just the way he's looked against certain opponents to me, uh, just isn't believable. And I'm not saying he can't fight in real life, but it's professional wrestling. What you can do in real life don't really equate to shit because it's scripted, right? So it doesn't matter if you can fight or not. I mean, there's a lot of motherfuckers who can't throw a fucking punch to save their lives in real life who are fucking gods in professional wrestling. So with that being said, my point exactly. But Hook, man, I'm not really sure what to make of him, dude. Cause he's got something, right? He's got it from a character standpoint, from a persona, from a swag standpoint. He's got it. But when
Right.
you look at him, when you look at him physically in the ring, he isn't overly athletic. And when you look at him,
Oh,
he
yeah.
wrestles like he's much bigger than what he is, which against people his size and smaller and maybe a little bigger, it works. But then when you got him doing that to super heavyweights and things of that nature, to me, that's when it
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
looks, a lot more rehearsed and want to step it, if you will.
No, I agree. And this is where, after a while, even we started saying like, man, we're gonna need Hook's level of difficulty to go up
Yeah,
because you can only do this so long. Like, and I think because he's so over with people, because once the music hit and Hook comes out and it's his character,
right.
and he's kind of that don't give a fuck kind of mentality. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
cool. That's cool, and that's fine, and that's cool. But after a while, it's like, all right, man, somebody's got to give Hook the business. Even if Hook finds a way to
Right.
win, somebody's got to really give this dude the business, man. We really need to see it. And I mean, yeah, I guess right now he's just going up against kind of like the people that he pretty much should beat, and and it's going where it should go. But man, it's like, all right, man, nobody that's more legit ain't trying to whoop this boy ass. Tony Nese, I don't even think really Tony Nese really. I guess my thing is it's the way that they try to make Hook look. But I feel like, man,
Yeah.
he should struggle more. Like I feel like, yeah, certain people he should probably whoop their ass, but some more veterans that are somewhat legit or
Yeah.
that should or look or think they're legit but may not be legit but should be legit.
Hmm. Yeah.
I just really feel like he should struggle a little bit more and really put up more of a fight. Really show a little bit more than the same basic stuff that he's really been doing.
Yeah, and like my thing is too, kind of doubling down on what you said. I don't mind him being undefeated. I don't mind him having the record he has, but it's like you say, at least make it seem like my man's got some type of competition. I don't care if you win, but it's like, damn, bro, like at least make it seem like he's having a competitive match with somebody.
Right.
Also, really quick, I don't know if you noticed, man, but AEW and WWE are running the same states as of late. Tonight, we got Dynamite and good old where the hell was Dynamite? Oh, no.
And
Never
no,
mind. I'm
we were in
tripping.
Ohio. They was in Toledo. They was in Toledo.
Yeah,
SmackDown was
yeah,
somewhere else.
yeah, yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, they've
Because
been they've been close. It's in like one show's in the same place as the other one, but the other show is somewhere else. But they've been close to each other a lot.
yeah, they over there following each other, man. They stalking each other.
Well, see, they are, but and when you really think about it, WWE when they show up to a town, they're going to the venue that has the most, where
Yeah,
AEW is going to the second most of venue. Like they don't go to a lot of the venues that WWE go. So wherever cities that they're in,
yeah,
they're going to that place that's that second most where they can still get that they still get their money and whatnot, and probably sell out more if anything.
yeah.
But can't say that now with Triple H in charge. All right, man. Jade Cargill, she basically still making the same ultimatum, man. She won her title. She gonna hold the show hostage. I thought she would start the show with this, but they didn't. And then of course, man, Willow ended up beating not Carol Hogan, the other chick.
Layla
I got
Gray.
one. Yeah, Layla Gray. And well, Willow ended up beating her, and not only did she end up beating her, but Willow is officially all elite. My man
Yeah.
Tony Khan seen what we seen. Like, man, this girl got something. She's a big
Yes,
girl.
sir.
She's definitely got a character. She could definitely work in
Yeah.
the ring. With a
Yeah.
little bit more growth and time and experience, she could really be a major player. And Tony sees it, and he's giving her opportunity, and she is all elite. I have no problem with that. We both all said that there's something about Willow that we both like. Yeah, she's got that little go happy, go lucky a little bit mentality sometimes, but as of lately, she's been showing us a little bit of a mean streak to go with that, which kind of works in her favor, man. So Willow, all elite, man. You know, the match, you know, it was what it was, but Willow, you know, another young up and coming star that the crowd has gotten behind. It's not like she's a
Yeah.
aggressive character. You know, she's kind of like a black version of Bailey, but not as overly. She's overly as happy, but not Bailey-ish. You know, it's kind of just it's just kind of it's she's a happy girl. She's happy to be there. She's happy to do it, and she's not bad. I didn't think of that. Damn you, Fro. Oh, Fro. First of all, what's up, Fro? Didn't
What's
think of
up,
that.
bro?
But for Willow to be one of those newer people coming in the crowd to see her and get over with her and just get used to her and see her work and like what, we like her, we like what she brings. Tony signing her, she's all elite. What you think?
I mean, uh, first of all,
Damn, Willow being
yeah,
a baddie. You just threw me off with that one, man. I didn't even know I wanted that. Oh.
yeah, yeah. I mean, think about this: Willow the baddie, ha, ha, ha.
Oh.
Willow the baddie, Willow the baddie. You got Anna JAS. Why not Willow the baddie? I mean, it just makes sense. It just makes
Mm.
sense. And my thing is this: okay, bro. Willow. What Fro says, Willow getting her belt back from Nyla. Ooh, I like that. I like that. And let me tell you what. Okay, think of this. Think of this. Think of this. Okay, let's set the stage.
Okay.
Willow is
Okay.
already over as a bubbly character. She's got
Right.
more than what it takes to go in a ring. She can hang with anybody. She's got the talent. She's got the skill set. We know that. But bro, can you imagine? Can you imagine that switch when she goes heel? Because we've seen it. We've seen it with the Bailey. We've seen it more recently in AEW
And
with the
she's the
Britt Baker.
muscle. She would
But
truly have to
yeah,
be the muscle.
yeah,
Like she would
yeah,
she would have to really
yeah,
be the muscle. Like
yeah.
I don't want to see her become the baddie and just be walking around and just kind of
No,
acting
no,
all
no, no, no.
goofy and like
She,
nah, like I
she
like
gonna be
she's
the
got to be
enforcer.
still in the ring,
She's
right? She
gonna
still
she's
got to
she's gonna be the solo Sokoa to Jay Cargill's Roman
the
Reigns.
solo, the Jamie Hater, she's
Yeah,
got to be that person that's gonna go
yeah.
in there and
She's
have the
gonna be the
fights. Cause
acolyte
yeah,
protection.
yeah,
She's gonna be
yeah,
the
she's
Bradshaw
yeah.
and the
Okay,
Farouk to her to
okay.
Jay's Undertaker. You know,
Okay.
I,
All right.
bruh,
Okay.
ooh,
I'm with
I
that.
like this.
Okay.
I like
Okay. If that's the
it.
way. Okay. Yeah, but she's got to wrestle. She can't just be. She just can't be sit on the side. Like the other two sit on the side enough. Willow can't sit on the side, man. She wrestles. She as the bubbly character. She wrestles way more. But that's
Oh
what got
yeah.
her over, with the people. So nah, she definitely have to keep wrestling. But
By the
I
way,
wouldn't mind
man,
seeing it. Wouldn't
I
mind
don't
seeing
either.
it.
And Thunder Rosa, I don't know where you at. Somebody call Thunder Rosa, tell her that we miss her. So wherever you are, hopefully you are okay. But we need you back soon. But speaking of the topic at hand, man,
Look
let's get
here.
back on track, man.
We
Willow
look here,
Nightingale.
man. You already know my thoughts on that. If you still out, look, drop that
Yeah,
title off and go back to doing what
yeah.
you're doing, because my girl Tony Storm need that legit title reign. But look,
Here's
so
here's
Willow,
my. Oh,
go,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, 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 go ahead, go
No,
ahead, go ahead.
so here's my thing with Willow Nightingale. And
Mhm.
speaking of Thunder Rosa, I'm kind of getting NWA Thunder Rosa champion flashbacks, PTSD, because this is how Thunder Rosa was pushed. before Thunder Rosa became all elite, she was getting pushed just like Willow is right now. She was getting pushed to the fucking moon. Tony stuck that rocket up her ass, lit that bitch, sent her to the fucking moon. As soon as she became all elite, he fucking shit the bed with her. And I don't care if he put the damn title on her. She was doing better when she didn't have a damn title. Then it's like she got the title, and it's like, bruh, it's like you WWE CM Punk her title reign right now.
Okay, I don't think Willow was as popular as Thunder Rosa. Like, because when Thunder Rosa came in, she was the champion. And nobody kind of, it's like her popularity kind of took off more for her than it did Willow. I don't. Willow was a slow start. Like Willow really kind of peaked maybe for like the last month. It took Thunder Rosa really a couple of matches in because no
Yeah,
one had seen her before. She was from NWA. Her being
yeah,
from another company and being the champion of another company, that kind
yeah.
of propelled her because it was like, yo, who is this chick that Tony Khan just let wrestle on his show that ain't his women's
Right, right.
champion? That kind of brought more attention to Thunder Rosa. So I think it's different because Willow's kind of come along with like a few other people, like a Chris Statlander and a few others, where they kind of came in and had to build themselves up within, and the fans liked something about them. So then they became more. And I think
Yeah,
I feel like that more for Willow. I don't think she followed. Uh, I don't think she followed Thunder Rosa's way because Thunder Rosa came in as a champion of a whole nother company, which some people, which again, you really weren't seeing champions of another company coming in and winning on another company show.
Brad says if she's not turning heel, then I didn't like her backing down when Jay entered post match.
I didn't like that either, but I think the purpose of that was that Jade was coming in for she wasn't coming in for her. It was something different. And they were celebrating her becoming all elite. So it's like we don't want Jade to beat her down, but yet Jay's coming in for her championship. So she was it was like it was kind of like and that's Willow's kind of I guess her MO as a character now, where she's like she's not looking for altercations, but then like she gonna back down. Well, I guess not
Nah,
really
nah,
back
nah.
down from it. But you
Yeah,
got a chick walking in with a steel chair. It's like, do you really
hands
want to
up,
have that work
hands
with her?
up.
It's like, you know what? I got my win. I already beat one of your baddies. You
Yeah,
know what?
yeah,
You pissed off about something else. You can have this. I got my shine.
right.
I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I saw it more like that, but I get what you're coming from, Fro. I totally get where you're coming from. I think it's gonna take a minute, man, because her face turn right now is
Yeah,
that's what's growing for her. So I don't. It,
right,
it
right,
would be
right.
interesting she turns heel. I I I don't think they should do that just yet. Build her face up a little bit more. Let her get a little bit more popular. Let her have a couple of more good matches. Let her fight some real good competition. Get a couple of wins. Let's see what she does with that, and then we can talk about that because I think they're
Yeah,
still building on this Nyla Rose, Jay Cargill, and whatever else. But we got that. We got the sit in, of course. But then we find out Nyla Rose just took the girl's keys, stole her belt, stole her car, and the sit-in that she was gonna give us, she just basically knocked out a couple of security guards and walked out the ring, and then knocked out one more before they cut the commercial. Hey, she knocked the hell out of that dude on the stage. The dude on the
yeah,
stage,
yeah.
the dude on the stage took a hell of a shot,
He
man.
ate one. He ate one.
He ate that one, man. He ate that one mean. But there wasn't really much, from that other than Nyla Rose taking a girl's car. And then of course, man, we got the trios match for the Mid Atlantic Championship. We got Roosh, we got 10, we got Orange Cassidy. Wasn't a bad match. Uh, Obviously, Orange Cassidy was put into this to add something more to the match.
Yeah.
Originally this was supposed to be Andrade versus 10, career versus Mass, but with all the
Mm-hmm.
fight between Sammy and Andrade and everything else, that changed. It became Roosh and versus 10, and that still kind of wasn't really adding attraction. So what do? You get a guy that doesn't really mind, fighting people. But bro, before we get to this match, Orange Cassidy walking in on Mark Henry. I don't know why. I don't know why this No, bro. No, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do. You see, like just the way he walked in, man, and just Mark Cuban like, bro, what are you doing? Like, no, don't.
So
Look, they already
nonchalant.
right. Like, look, they already took me off the commentary. Look, don't take my shine here, bro. I found my niche with this. Don't take this from me too. But I thought it was funny, man, because Cassie he just come out of nowhere, just like I was just kind of wanting to stand here, man, and just kind of talk. But now it's
No other
time for
reason
he's
than
like, no,
just
no, right, like no, don't do that, don't do that. Well, it's like it. There's been enough talk. I said this fool here, Cassidy a fool. But what you think of that? And what do you think of the match, man?
no, I thought the match was pretty cool, man. Pretty good. Nothing extraordinary, but he got the
Right, right,
job
right.
done. You got to finish out the show. And yeah, dude, Orange Cassidy is a fool, man. And when he was at, I believe he was at the bar with the belt. He took the belt out the book bag. He like, hey guys, I want. You see this right here? Yeah, you want it? Oh, you want it? All you gotta do is fight him. You know what? Matter of fact, I'll fight both of you. There you go. I was like, he was just so nonchalant about the fact that he wanted the belt. It was just like, okay,
Here, here's a
like
beer. Here's a beer. You want a beer?
here's a beer.
Dude, I don't
Here's
have
a
a
beer.
mouth. I don't have a mouth.
Bro, when he said that shit, I was like, all right, okay.
How are
We're
you
hitting
talking?
Shark Boy when you need him.
How are you talking, dude? You can just lift it up to your lips, man. Just lift it up to your nose and drink the beer. That's all
Again,
that's gonna take.
Tony Khan is in his WWE Vincent Kennedy
Oh
McMahon
man.
bag. But hey, it is what it is, though.
Oh man. Yeah, it is,
But
man.
hey,
And yeah, it was, man.
but I take for what it was though. But overall, a solid show. Not a great show,
No,
but
man.
it's
No.
Dynamite. I mean, excuse me, it's Rampage. It's only an
Nice
hour.
start. The first match was a good start, man. For the
Yeah,
acclaim and for where the match what it was nice the way to start the show. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, Rampage nothing too crazy, but obviously, man, Tony's had a couple of he's had a couple of few shows where he's had some big name, big time matches. Um,
I mean, you just had Title Tuesday, so you had to kind of cool down off of that.
right, and then he's got stuff set up, and then of course, man, he's got to get ready for Full Gear. He's already announced his main event, MJF versus Amasu for the AEW Championship. Obviously, man, we're gonna get some Ring of Honor. We're gonna get quite a few. Ring of Honor got their own pay per view getting ready to come up. So,
We got
and I know
NFC
people are
Halloween
like,
Havoc tomorrow.
right, and I know people are harping on AEW having a lot of championships, but again, they do. But the Ring of Honor championships, they're still running pay-per-views. Like to me,
Yeah,
that's the only reason why I don't really trip on it is because they're still running Ring of Honor pay-per-views. Again, you got
yeah,
to keep the belts relevant, man. You can't run pay-per-views and not show off the titles and not keep it relevant where people still want to see who's the champion. You can
right.
argue the people or their champions or who they're fighting. But overall, ROH is still running pay per views. They're still putting on shows, and Tony Khan owns both companies. And you have a company with a platform. Keep the titles relevant. Yes, there's a lot of championships. I mean, with AEW alone, now that they added a trios, a Mid Atlantic, you got a TNT and a TBS championship. You got a lot of I don't know if this is the last show, but I know this. I know they got another show getting ready to come up. But I don't think. I think the last show that people thought was going to happen. That's when Tony bought the. That's when he bought ROH,
Ring of
and I
Honor,
think
yeah.
he's been keeping them running. But they may be on the last pay per view. I have to read more into it. But no, if there's going to still run pay per views every so often, he's got to keep the titles relevant. But obviously, like I said, he's still working to get a TV deal, and that may be the hardest thing to do. You got to find somebody that wants to be in the wrestling game and wants to take that opportunity. Uh, and right now, I don't. Fox got SmackDown, USA got Raw and NXT, TNT. Turner Broadcasting's got AEW, Vice has got or whatever Impact is on, and whatnot, man. So it's only so many companies really looking to get into the wrestling game. So if finding a viable network that will put them on to where people can actually see them is an issue. It may take a little bit of while, but you got to keep the titles relevant, man, when you're still running shows.
All right, man. Well, look, that being said, that will wrap up part 2 of the Friday night Black Party. You know, we gave
Yeah,
y'all a
man.
little bit of SmackDown. We gave y'all a little bit of AEW. And yeah, man,
Man,
Tuco, man, any final words before we get off of the weekend?
nah, man, it's 11:30. We about to get on out of here. The block party is over. Man, folks got other things to do. You know what happens usually at the block party. There's some drinking, there's some enjoying, there's some partying. So you got to go home and be an adult. Now, after that being said, bro, I ain't got nothing else to do but go be an adult. That's it. I ain't got nothing else to do but be an adult.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you
Damn, I
once
love
again
you
for
when them. I love you in that shit right there.
thank
I
you once
love it.
again for tuning in to another episode of Generation Wrestling
I
Podcast. As
love it.
always, is yours truly. I'm the
For
29-year-old
sure,
piece of
man. For
gold.
sure.
He's Tuco, and
Bro.
we the hottest tag team on the planet. And if you disagree with that,
hell, y'all can kiss my ass.
and that's the bottom line because the franchise says so. Peace.